saying?
She cracks me up. Like when I don't speak Tree, but whenever I watch
You
your
don't
videos,
speak Tree?
no, I don't.
Oh, why?
Really. I speak Ga.
Okay, I don't speak. I'm learning though. I do want to.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I think what most people know about me is the fact that I have 5 children. I've been married for 33 years, 33 long years. It's been amazing. My husband is accommodating because I'm a pain. You know, I love excitement in my home. My children always talk to me about everything, talking about sex.
Which is good.
Yes. My oldest one came to me first before she had sex. She said she wanted to have some contraception.
Yeah.
I tried to talk her out of it, but I thought, okay, let's just stop that and just, you know. My number 2 did not have sex until she was 26.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and the partner she chose was, I didn't like him, but, you know, she waited for about 2 years before she had, after they were dating to have sex at 26. And I knew he was only hanging around to get it. But, you know, sometimes you can't change your children's mind. She loved him, and she learned the hard way. Mommy always knows best, but they don't always listen.
Yes.
Number 4, which is the other girl, is also had, you know, sex at 22, and she's still with a partner.
Oh
my daughter.
How do they feel? You're being exposed.
Oh my God,
What is that in the world?
I am not
being exposed.
I do not hide anything about my family. And we know, they know I talk about it.
I'm sure they're like, oh my God, she's doing it again.
But the first one, the guy she dated from 21 is the one she married, this Nigerian boy. But my son, number 3, had sex at 14.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was saying.
Did he tell you before?
No, his sister told me. He told her sister.
Okay.
And it was an 18-year-old girl.
Okay.
But my son is 6'4", and at 14 he was like 5'10" or something, and he looked a lot older. So this girl he dated, I don't think he told her his age. So yes, I found out 2 days later, and I had words with him about contraception. But because I'm so open about sex, and I spoke to them about sex when they were 8 years old, when they hit 8. That's when we talk. We had the book out, and I say, that's your penis, and that's your vagina. And now when it goes in, you make babies, you know. So let's try everything.
It's important to have these conversations.
I was just so honest with my kids. They see me walking around the house naked. You know, my husband was a little bit, in the beginning, was like, maybe. And then he started to as well, until the kids got older. And then the boys are black men. So my husband just, okay, let me wear my pants now.
No, but it's important to be comfortable.
I'm not going to compete with that. It's like, so good.
but you know, walking around in the house naked, your children being old right now, do you have any sense of regret that probably, you know, your children saw your nakedness at an early age?
God, no.
God, no, not at all?
God, no. I mean, my 8-year-old son, my youngest one, used to still cuddle my boobs when he was 8.
They do that.
Yeah, so, you know, cuddle and then, you know, like pull and play. I mean, it's all good. I don't mind at all. And I actually used to, occasionally when we're playing, I'll flick his penis. It was funny. But no, only like, you know, I play dirty.
Real funny, Mom.
No, but I play.
You remind me of my sister.
Yeah, I like rough play with my boys. So I'm a tomboy, really. I mean, I look like I'm all girly, but I'm not. I mean, I'm a motorbike, you know, kind of freak, and I'm not into cars. You know, I'm so my kids, I'm more playful with my boys.
But that is how it should be. I think having a good relationship with your parents is very good, so that we are more able to talk about things like sex, sexual reproductive health. It's so important. And I was telling you earlier on that this is something I do, I'm sure, and you do it in your own way on your Instagram page. For me, I go around to schools talking about sex, consent. And you do the same thing on your page. You also talk about pleasure. You know, how it's important for female
you
pleasure.
Talk about it, going on our knees and all of that.
Yes, I mean, going on your knees is important. You know, because especially women...
What are they talking about? What does she mean?
I know, I can't be into it, but I think women are not always into, you know, intercourse. You know, they get tired very easily, and sometimes they feel obliged to, you know, open, you know, their legs for a man. And I always say you have to learn how to do things properly.
Right.
You know, there are other things that could happen. While you're going on your knees, he also has to go on his knees sometimes. You know, it sort of works both ways. So I'm always trying to get the overall, different ways that you could excite each other.
People are of the opinion that because your husband is not a Ghanaian man, that is why you are able to speak out about sex. That's why you're able to play such games. Is he the first man you dated?
Yes, first and only man.
First and only man. So, would you also be of the same opinion that probably if you had dated a different, person, maybe you wouldn't have?
Well, I mean, when I was 18, I dated well, it wasn't dated, so I was usually young, a Ghanaian boy. His wife I actually wanted to mention his name a few times because he's married now, but his wife realized it was me, and she's like, threatened him. So, women are so insecure. I mean, because obviously she doesn't look as good. Maminka. Because the guy was my good friend. I mean, even after marriage. I mean, we never sort of got that way. So I just thought it's okay that I would come to the country, maybe call him and say, how are you doing? I'm married with 5 kids. What am I going to do with you? The guy doesn't even look good anymore. I mean, his stomach is hanging out there. He looks like a kosobo, whatever they call it. Kosobo, So relax, why? But so I think women are just so insecure, so I don't like that. But otherwise, I think children really just need to learn. What was the question again? I was talking about the guy. I forgot about what the question was.
Was he any different from, were you vocal when you were with him?
Yes, I've always been this person. I have never been any different. And my mother was exactly the same. I remember when I married my husband, my mother was in the lift with my husband on the day of my wedding and said, if he doesn't do it right in the bed, come and tell me. I will show her.